Hey, welcome back. It's really good to see you again. I'm Emma.
And I'm Nico. We're so happy you're here with us today.
I was at a coffee shop yesterday. Someone asked me, "So, what do you do?" And I froze for a second. Even though I speak English every day, that question still makes me pause.
Oh, I know that feeling. It's such a simple question, but it can feel so stressful.
Exactly. And that's actually perfect because today we're talking about how to talk about your job in English.
This is one of those topics that comes up all the time at parties, at networking events, even just casual conversations with new people.
So today, we're going to show you how to answer confidently when someone asks about your work. By the end of this episode, you'll be able to 1. Answer, "What do you do?" in a natural, confident way. 2. Describe your responsibilities without feeling awkward. 3. Avoid the most common mistakes that make your English sound unnatural.
You'll sound more natural, more confident, and you won't freeze up anymore when people ask about your job.
Before we start, I want to ask you something. In the comments below, tell us what your job is. Write it in English. It could be teacher, engineer, student, anything.
Yeah, practice right now. And if you're enjoying this episode, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps us create more content for you.
All right, let's get started. So, the most basic thing about talking about your job is knowing how to answer one simple question. What do you do?
That's the question everyone asks, right? What do you do?
Yes, not what is your job? That sounds formal and a bit stiff. Native speakers almost always say, "What do you do?" or "What do you do for a living?"
Okay. So I should say, what do you do, not what is your job?
Exactly. What do you do is relaxed, friendly, and natural.
Got it. So when someone asks me that, how do I answer?
The simplest way is to say, "I'm a" plus your job title. For example, "I'm a teacher," or "I'm a designer," or "I'm an engineer."
Okay, that's easy. I'm a teacher.
Perfect. But here's what I want you to understand. A lot of learners freeze at this question because they think they need the perfect job title in English. You don't.
Really? What do you mean?
You can describe your job instead of naming it. Let me show you 3 ways to answer.
Okay, I'm listening.
First, you can say the industry. I work in education. I work in technology. I work in healthcare.
That's simple.
Second, you can describe the function. I help people learn English. I design websites. I manage social media.
I see.
Third, you can describe your task. I'm responsible for teaching children. I create marketing content. I solve IT problems.
Ah, I see. So if I don't know the exact English word for my job, I can just describe what I do.
Exactly. This is huge for confidence. You don't need to translate your job title perfectly. Just describe it simply.
That makes it so much easier. I used to stress so much about finding the perfect word. So I could say, I work in education. I help people improve their English.
Perfect. Now, listeners, can you make a sentence? Think about your job. Try to say it out loud right now using one of these structures. For example, you might say, I work in finance. I help companies manage their money.
Or, I work in healthcare. I'm responsible for taking care of patients.
Good. Now, what about the negative form? How do we say we don't do something?
Great question. You use I don't work in or I'm not a. For example, I don't work in sales anymore or I'm not a full-time employee.
I don't work in an office. I work from home. Or, I'm not a manager. I work as part of the team.
And for questions, you say, do you work in marketing or are you a teacher?
Where do you work? What kind of work do you do? Do you enjoy your job?
Okay, quick practice. Listeners, how would you say this? You work in technology and you help companies build websites. What would you say?
Think about it. The answer is, I work in technology. I help companies build websites. Or, I'm a web developer.
Both are correct. Did you get it? If you did, write, I got it in the comments.
And remember, if you don't know your exact job title in English, just describe what you do. That's totally fine and very natural.
So just to recap this section, use what do you do, not what is your job. You can answer with a job title like I'm a teacher, or you can describe your industry, function, or task. And you don't need a perfect title, just describe it simply.
All right, ready for the next part? Okay, so we've covered how to answer what do you do with a simple job title or description. But here's where it gets really helpful. You can talk more about your responsibilities and what you actually like or don't like about your job.
Yes, because people don't just ask, what do you do? They also ask, so what does that involve? Or what do you do every day?
This is where learners really level up their English. Let's start with responsibilities. This is super common in job conversation.
I used to get nervous about this part. I didn't know how to explain what I do without it sounding boring or confusing.
For example, you can say, my main responsibility is to teach students.
Okay,
I'm responsible for managing the team. My job involves creating content and editing videos.
I see.
My main task is to help customers solve problems.
Notice we usually say, I'm responsible for, or my job involves, not I do this and I do that and I do that. It sounds more professional.
Oh, that's a great point. We say, my main responsibility is to, or I'm responsible for, because it's clear and organized.
Right. Now, let's talk about something really practical. How do you talk about what you like or don't like about your job?
This is important because people ask, do you like your job? And you want to answer honestly, but professionally. For things you like, you can say, I love the flexibility. I really enjoy working with my team. The best part is helping people solve their problems. I appreciate the work-life balance.
Now, here's a helpful one. What if you want to mention something challenging without sounding too negative?
Yes, you use softening language. Listen to these. It can be stressful sometimes. One challenge is the long hours. Sometimes it feels isolating when I work from home. The workload can be too much at times.
See how we use can be, sometimes, and one challenge is? This makes it sound honest, but not complaining.
Good point. And here's something nobody talks about. What if your job is boring? What if you don't feel excited about it?
Oh, that's a good question. A lot of people feel this way.
You can say, it's pretty straightforward. It's not the most exciting job, but it's stable. Nothing fancy, but it keeps me busy. It's a steady job. I like the routine.
That's so helpful. You're not pretending it's exciting, but you're also not being negative.
All right, let's do a quick game. This will be fun. I'll describe a job using responsibilities, and Nico, you guess what the job is.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm responsible for creating visual designs. I work with colors, fonts, and images. I help companies with their brand and logo.
That's a graphic designer.
Good. Here's another one. My main task is to help customers when they have problems. I answer phone calls and emails. I solve issues and make sure people are happy.
Customer service representative.
Nice. One more. I manage a team of people. I set goals and track our progress. I'm responsible for making sure we hit our sales targets.
Sales manager.
Perfect. You're really good at this.
Thanks. I've learned from all our episodes.
Perfect. Now, listeners, I want you to try. Think about your job. Can you describe your responsibilities in 1 or 2 sentences? Write it in the comments.
And here's one more really important thing. Sometimes you need to give different length answers depending on the situation.
Yes, let me show you. Same job, 3 different lengths. 5-second answer, I'm a teacher. 15-second answer, I'm a teacher. I teach English to high school students. 30-second answer, I'm a teacher. I teach English to high school students. My main responsibility is to help them improve their writing and speaking skills. I really enjoy it, though grading papers can be time-consuming.
See, same job, but you adjust based on how much time you have and how interested the other person seems.
And here are some quick tips for using these phrases naturally. First, match the other person's energy. If they seem rushed, keep it short. Second, don't overshare. You don't need to explain every detail. Third, use examples when it makes sense. Instead of saying, I help people, say, I help people plan their vacations.
Oh, and one more thing. Sometimes you want to exit the job conversation politely and ask the other person instead.
Yes, you can say, what about you? What do you do? How did you get into that field? Do you enjoy it? That sounds interesting. Tell me more.
This turns the conversation into a two-way exchange, not an interrogation.
So, to review this section, you can describe your responsibilities using I'm responsible for or my job involves. You can talk about what you like and use softening language for challenges. You can handle boring jobs without pretending. And you can control the length of your answer depending on the situation.
Got it? Let's move on to common mistakes.
Okay, so now let's talk about mistakes. And honestly, we all make them.
Oh yeah, even native speakers get confused sometimes with job vocabulary.
So let's go through some common mistakes we hear from learners.
Mistake number 1, confusing job and work.
This is super common. Students say things like, I'm looking for a work, when they mean I'm looking for a job.
Or I have a new work, but it should be I have a new job.
Right. Remember, job is countable. You can say a job, 2 jobs, my job, but work is uncountable. You say, I have work to do, not I have a work to do.
I see what you mean. Incorrect. I'm looking for a work. Correct. I'm looking for a job. Or, I have 2 works. Wrong. I have 2 jobs. Correct.
Mistake number 2, forgetting a or an before job titles.
Students sometimes say, I am teacher, instead of I am a teacher.
The rule is simple. If you're talking about your job, use a or an. I'm a nurse. I'm an engineer. I'm a designer.
Incorrect. I am teacher. Correct. I am a teacher. And she is doctor. Wrong. She is a doctor. Correct.
Mistake number 3, using the wrong preposition with work.
Oh, this happens a lot. Students say, I work in Google, instead of I work at Google.
Here's the rule. Use work at for a specific company or place. I work at Microsoft. I work at the hospital downtown.
Use work for when you want to emphasize who you work for. I work for a marketing agency. I work for my uncle.
Use work in for an industry or field. I work in finance. I work in education. I work in healthcare.
Incorrect. I work in Google. Correct. I work at Google, or I work for Google.
And I work at technology. Wrong. I work in technology. Correct.
Mistake number 4, confusing experience and experienced.
Students sometimes use these interchangeably, but they're different. Experience is a noun. Experienced is an adjective.
So you say, I have 5 years of experience, not I have 5 years of experienced.
And you say, I am an experienced teacher, not I am an experience teacher.
Incorrect. I am very experienced in this field. Correct. I am very experienced in this field. Or, I have a lot of experience in this field.
Mistake number 5, using I am with job activities instead of job titles.
What do you mean?
Students say, I work in a bank, instead of I work in a bank.
Ah, I see. You use I am with a job title. I am a banker. But you use I work to describe the action. I work in a bank.
Incorrect. I am work at a school. Correct. I work at a school. Or, I am a teacher at a school.
Mistake number 6. Saying, what is your work? Instead of, what do you do?
Native speakers don't usually say, what is your work? It sounds unnatural. We say, what do you do? Or, what do you do for a living?
Incorrect. What is your work? Correct. What do you do?
Now, listeners, don't feel bad if you've made these mistakes. Mistakes are how we learn.
Absolutely. I made tons of mistakes when I was learning English. The important thing is to notice the mistake, understand why it's wrong, and practice the correct version.
So, quick practice. How would you correct this sentence? I am looking for a work.
Think about it. The answer is, I am looking for a job.
And one more. I work in Microsoft. How do you fix it?
The answer is, I work at Microsoft. Or, I work for Microsoft.
If you got those right, you're doing amazing. All right, it's time for some interactive practice. We're going to give you some situations, and you choose the correct sentence. Ready?
Let's do this.
Situation 1. You're at a party and someone asks what you do. Which sounds more natural? A. What is your job? B. What do you do?
Think about it. The answer is B. What do you do is the most natural, friendly way to ask.
What is your job is grammatically correct, but it sounds formal and stiff. Did you get it?
Situation 2. You want to say you're a teacher, which is correct. A. I am teacher. B. I am a teacher.
The answer is B. Remember, you need a or an before job titles. I am a teacher.
How are you doing so far? You're doing great.
Situation 3. You work for Google. Which is correct? A. I work in Google. B. I work at Google.
The answer is B. I work at Google. We use at for specific companies.
I work in Google is wrong. But you could say, I work in technology, because that's the industry.
Situation 4. You want to describe your skills, which is correct. A. I have 5 years of experience. B. I have 5 years of experienced.
The answer is A. I have 5 years of experience. Experience is a noun here.
You're doing great. Keep going.
Situation 5. You're looking for employment. Which sounds more natural? A. I'm looking for a job. B. I'm looking for a work.
The answer is A. I'm looking for a job. Remember, job is countable, but work is not.
Situation 6. You want to describe what you do daily. Which is correct? A. I am work at a hospital. B. I work at a hospital.
The answer is B. I work at a hospital. Use I work for the action, not I am work.
Okay, how many did you get right? If you got all 6, you're a superstar.
If you got 4 or 5, that's still excellent.
And if you got fewer, don't worry. Go back and listen again. That's the beauty of podcasts.
Now, here's a challenge. Can you create your own job introduction using everything we taught today? Say it out loud right now.
Don't be shy. Speaking out loud is how you improve. You might say, I'm a software engineer. I work at a tech startup. I'm responsible for building mobile apps. I love the creative problem solving, but sometimes the deadlines can be stressful.
Or, I work in education. I help high school students improve their English. My main task is to teach writing and grammar. It's really rewarding when I see them improve.
And you know, the goal isn't perfection. The goal is communication.
If people understand you, you're doing great.
Let's see how this all works in a real conversation. Imagine you're at a networking event and you just met someone. I'll be person A, Nico. You be person B.
Okay, let's do it.
Hi, I'm Emma. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Emma. I'm Nico. Nice to meet you too. So, what do you do?
I'm a content creator. I make educational videos about English. How about you?
Oh, that's interesting. I work in marketing. I help companies with their social media strategy.
That sounds fun. What does that involve?
My main responsibility is to create content and manage online campaigns. I also track engagement and analyze data. It can be stressful during big launches, but I really enjoy the creative side.
I can imagine. Do you work at an agency or in-house?
I work at a marketing agency. We have clients in different industries: tech, fashion, food. It keeps things interesting. What about you? Do you work alone or with a team?
I work with a small team. We collaborate on scripts and editing. I love the teamwork, though planning schedules can be tricky sometimes.
Yeah, I get that. So, have you been doing this for a while?
About 3 years now. I'm still learning, but it's been a great experience. What about you?
I've been in marketing for 5 years. I started as a junior coordinator and worked my way up.
That's awesome. Well, it was great meeting you, Nico.
You too, Emma. Good luck with your videos.
Thanks. Good luck with your campaigns.
Okay, end of role play.
See how that flowed naturally? We used, what do you do? We described our responsibilities. We talked about what we like and what can be challenging. And we asked follow-up questions to keep the conversation going.
And it didn't sound robotic at all. It was just like a normal conversation.
Exactly. That's what we want. Natural, confident job talk. Wow, we covered so much today.
I know, right? Let's do a quick recap of everything we learned.
First, we learned how to answer, what do you do? You can say, I'm a teacher. Or you can describe your industry, function, or task. And you don't need a perfect title. Just describe it simply.
Second, we learned how to talk about responsibilities using I'm responsible for and my job involves. We also learned how to talk about what you like and use softening language for challenges like it can be stressful sometimes.
Third, we learned 6 common mistakes. Job versus work, forgetting a an, work at for in, experience versus experienced, and a few others. And we practiced with 6 real situations.
We also did a role play showing how a natural job conversation flows.
You should feel really proud of yourself for making it through this episode.
Learning English isn't easy, but you're doing it. You're here. You're learning. You're improving.
So let me ask you this. What's one way you're going to use what you learned this week?
Maybe you'll practice your job introduction out loud, or maybe you'll use it in a real conversation, or just think through how you describe your work in English.
Whatever it is, write it in the comments. We love hearing from you.
And if you found this episode helpful, please give us a like.
Share this with your friends who are learning English too.
Leave a comment telling us what you want to learn next. And make sure you're subscribed so you never miss an episode.
We create new content every week to help you improve your English naturally.
And honestly, creating these episodes for you is the best part of our week.
It really is.
Before we go, we just want to say this. Thank you, truly.
We love seeing your English improve, and we love hearing about your lives. It really means a lot to us.
The fact that you spend your time here practicing and learning, that's something you should feel proud of.
You're doing something really good for yourself.
From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for being here with us today.
Keep going. Keep practicing. Even just a little each day makes a difference.
Be patient with yourself. Learning takes time.
Take care of yourself.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.